It's like it's stymie time. It's like getting off that plane in Vegas and realizing your date is Nicolas Cage.
Did you guys share a room?
Did you? Come on, man. Now you're making me be the goofball.
No, I didn't say a bed. I meant a room.
We didn't share. We did not share a room. We both had similar rooms. He had a better painting in his room than I had in my room. But I'll tell you, Cauliflower Alley Club, it was fun. We had a ball. Got to meet Red Bastien, Nick Bockwinkel, lots of people, ODB.
And we've got footage. We've got footage of this.
We've got some footage. We've got some footage of me talking to Bockwinkel, I guess, tonight. Ran into Trevor Blanchard down there.
Really?
Ran into Trevor Blanchard.
What was up with
Jimmy
Trevor
Blaze.
Blanchard? Really?
Yeah.
All the guys from Pow!
Pow, right in the Kissa. And, but it was a good time. Joe Moriello, another alumni from On the Mat. Joe Moriello was out there. Got to run into him. The wrestling, first night you get there, Billy, you see like a wrestling show. I was only there for the first two. But the wrestling show was really cool, very enjoyable. I'll be honest with you, some of the undercard guys, and God, were there undercard guys. I mean, undercard after undercard. There was like 2 or 3 six-man matches, all kinds of stars from Melissa Coates, who used to be at Ohio Valley Wrestling, to
Melissa Coates was there? That's what I was talking about. I was talking about Melissa Coates.
You know Melissa Coates?
I know Melissa Coates.
She's got some big tatas.
You mean arms?
Audacious tatas. Yeah, no, tatas.
You mean legs?
I think she's had breast implants.
Oh.
If I may go there.
Melissa Coates. My hat would come off to you, but I need it to see what's going on.
She used to be down at OVW when I used to travel down there with Robbie D. And actually, Trevor Murdoch was at this show as well. He didn't work it, but he was in the audience. And got to meet a lot of people. Actually, the Greg Oliver, who wrote the Hall of Fame wrestling book series, he was there. And I had his book, The Heels. I brought it as a reference point for me to use it, interviewing different people. And strangely enough, I look at this guy standing next to me. I see his name tag. Greg Oliver. I was like, are you an author? He's like, yeah, I wrote the Hall of Fame books. I'm like, oh, well, I brought it with me. I was supposed to get it signed. I'll tell you something. That's the big thing about Cauliflower Alley, and I'll be honest with you. A lot of marking out at Cauliflower Alley. A lot of standing at a table and, oh, mister, will you sign this?
Well, you said you ran into Trevor. I mean,
right. Yeah, so you see where I'm going. So it was a lot of fun, but in the same breath, you don't know where, the wrestling journalist is and the kid that's a kid in the candy store.
It's still real to me.
Yeah,
damn it.
right.
It's still real to me. You guys out there, your bodies, whatever.
So it was kind of strange. It was kind of strange. But we did. I know Nick wants us to talk about this because Nick was there. I never would have went to Cauliflower Alley Club if it weren't for Nicolas H.
That's interesting because I would have gone, but Nicolas H. was going.
Well, I don't blame you. But look at this. We met this guy there, Canvas Man. Now, when I first saw this poster on the door, I thought it was Bullet Bob Armstrong, Billy Wack. I don't know if you know Bullet Bob. Road Dog's daddy.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, Bullet Bob. Big, old-fashioned tough guy. Anyhow, it's not. It's this little dude, and he's not English. He's actually from, was it New Hampshire? He's from...
Up in Maine.
Up in Maine, yeah. He's from Maine. So a lot of people didn't know who he was, Canvas Man. But bottom line, it's an independent film. You've got the big thing going on now with Mickey Rourke and the Wrestler. I don't know if you heard about the Anvil documentary that's coming out about that band Anvil that was like playing with all the heavy metal shows with Metallica on the same label as Metallica, but they didn't really make it as big as Metallica. Well, 20 years later, this filmmaker starts following them around on this tour booked in Europe where they're basically playing shows, not getting paid, and living hard knocks. Well, this is kind of striking the same chord as the Anvil movie. This is a wrestler that's never really been in the big time. We've never really seen Robbie Ellis on WWE or any of these big shows like that. But nonetheless, Robbie Ellis is here's the rub. I'm looking at some Canvas Man, and I'm interviewing. You'll see it when they show the interview. I'm talking to him, and I'm like, Canvas Man. That's just a great catchphrase. I love that name, Canvas Man. Didn't dawn on me till the plane ride home. What it is they debuted the trailer at the wrestling show that night. What it is, Billy Wack, he's an art dealer as well. So that's how he makes his money. Hence the term Canvas Man.
That is clever. And hey, you got to do something to supplement your income when indie wrestling isn't cutting it for you. Yeah,
but Robbie Ellis was there. He was in attendance, signing his poster. I got to say, the poster really sells the movie. The poster's good stuff. And you can go to, I believe it's called canvasman.com, White Dog Arts, and you can find out more about Canvas Man. Nick will put the actual website at the bottom of the screen for us.
Canvas Man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was cool. Real nice guy. Robbie Ellis would sign anything for you. And I have to say, some of the old timers at Cauliflower Alley, when he came out, I don't think they were real pleased with old Robbie Ellis because he was getting a lot of play. A lot of fans were coming up to him,
really?
And largely because of this poster. It's amazing what a good poster will do to sell a movie.
Was everybody pissed maybe because he sold out and they did a movie about him, or because he figured out a way out of this miserable
Well, you know, Vito Two Fingers Fontaine he's got a documentary crew following him around now too. Yeah, Vito Two Fingers is having his own documentary made just about him. We got Canvas Man, he's got a documentary about him. I mean, really, Billy Wack, they should have 2 cameras, one to follow me home, one to follow you home, and they should make a documentary about us doing On the Mat. Nicholas H. I want my own film crew.
Me getting up and going out to like the front room, you could make a massive Hollywood spectacle out of.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. And trimming that coat, man, that's tight.
It is. Actually, I almost blew out the back of it. Because I'm getting so muscular because I'm on steroids now.
Not Incredible Hulk tight. I mean tight like Slick.
Man. Oh, right.
That's
well,
tough.
Thanks.
We got interesting stuff tonight. We've got Justin Dredd taking on Mickey McCoy from Great Lakes Championship Wrestling right here tonight on the mat. I don't know much about Justin Dredd. From what I understand, he's shirtless in this match.
Yeah, we've been informed that he's the shirtless one.
He's the shirtless one, so we don't look like bumbling idiots when we go to call this thing. And once again, we're gonna bring up the On the Mat initiative to call it right down the middle as we see it. Send us some footage. Once again, we beseech you, fans, wrestling companies out there, promoters, send us footage. Send them to Nicholas H. at his aforementioned email, or let Billy Wack know at his email.
Now, I can understand if you don't want to send in some stuff, because we get it in here and we watch it and we call it as we see it. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, well, you know, I mean, we're going to call you on it. So send your good stuff.
Right.
You know, because we're going to put it through the grind.
Look at that. Look at that. Nice decorated ring, nice tight ring. They had a nice ring at the Cauliflower Alley Club, too. It was very nice, professional, it looked good. And everybody that was in that show was good. But here we go. Lock up.
And you can see Mickey McCoy. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Now they're going around in circles.
Mickey McCoy, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's the guy with the Irish green garb. He's a McCoy.
Yes, he's definitely a McCoy. And as we were previously informed, shirtless Justin Dredd.
Justin Dredd from Great Lakes Championship Wrestling. This is an ICW title match. The ICW runs up in Mount Vernon? Waukesha. I'd walk a nickel for some Waukesha. Yeah, but up there in Waukesha, great wrestling. Cauliflower Alley Club, Nick Bockwinkel. We got an interview with him coming up later tonight. And we get this fantastic match right now from Great Lakes Championship Wrestling featuring Justin Dredd taking on Mickey McCoy, baby.
And look at this audience. I mean, they're packed here at Great Lakes.
It is packed in.
And it looks nice. Looks like they got the lighting over the ring.
Yeah, you're right. You can see everything.
And you can see the faces, the individual faces of the people.
Yeah, and that's not some tchotchke painted scrim either. Them are real wrestling fans.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for production, and look at it. Great Lakes Championship Wrestling is giving it to us in spades.
Yeah, well, Nicholas H. cares. I found that out at Cauliflower Alley Club. Nicholas H. cares.
He cares about what?
Calling women on those cards, quite frankly. Here we go. Wait a minute. From behind, Justin Dredd. Looks like Mickey McCoy is being a little bit aloof here, Billy Wack.
Mickey McCoy, turn around. Oh, whoa!
Wasn't ready for that. Lying in wait, Justin Dredd. Flips him over again. Big drop kick. Back up quicker than you know what.
And Mickey McCoy, whoa! Both men to the outside.
Wow. Showing us some serious action here. Flying right out and giving these fans more than what they sort of came for. Wrestling action, that is.
Wait a minute, Justin Dredd looks like he's setting up for something. What's he going to do? Oh, wait.
Looked like he kicked him. Oh,
boom.
Man. Shoots both legs right through the middle, second and bottom rope.
Oh, here we go. Justin Dredd up top.
Uh-oh. Out in the crowd is Mickey McCoy.
Mickey McCoy thinks he's going to get away from Dredd, but no!
Oh, look at that, man. Man, Marge sort of showing us something here, right here on the Mat tonight. Independent Wrestling Zone.
Look at this audience. It's packed.
Nicholas H. bringing us a real instantaneous classic right here. Great crowd, as Billy Wack formerly mentioned. And now some chops to the chest. Nice chop lesson for you.
Those are good chops.
Flings them in. I remember when I told Sam DeCero when Ripper Manson almost chopped my chest off. I was sore for 3 days and thought I had a dislocated breast muscle. You know what he told me?
What'd he say?
I liken some of the scores.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the school of hard knocks. Look at these fans rallying behind McCoy. Mickey McCoy, the boy.
I'm not too sure they're rallying behind him.
Well, he had him going, that's for sure.
Trying to incite a riot.
Is that what he's doing? Well, he might well have one in a crowd like that.
Oh, a thunderous Irish headbutt.
Yes, it was. Out there in Waukesha. That's not an Irish town, that's an Indian town, from what I understand. Waukesha?
Waukesha?
They brew beer up there?
Is it in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
They brew beer everywhere.
They probably make cheese along the highway, too. Those cheese curds. Have you ever figured
Oh.
that one? Whoa, look at that. Man, oh, man. Cover 1, 2, only a 2.
I'll tell you, cheese curds is one of the reasons to go to Wisconsin, yet there is still absolutely no reason to go to Detroit.
Yeah?
No, Detroit's the worst. It's the armpit of the world.
I had fun when I went to Detroit. Well, different strokes for different folks. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. What a maneuver. This could be it for Justin Dredd. Having a little fun along the way here, watching some great wrestling action. Also on this card were Eric Freedom, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Billy Gunn, Al Snow, Dysfunction, and Matt Longtime.
Wow.
We love you, Longtime.
Kev Nash and Scott Hall. That's too sweet.
Yeah, it is. And Al Snow's going to come to Battle of the Belts this year, May 9th.
Is he really?
St. Andrews and Cal City. Going to be good.
Really?
Al Snow, head versus chicken. Wait a minute, look at that back-breaking maneuver by Mickey McCoy. Goes in for the cover for the 1, the 2. Only gets a 2. You know what, he maybe could have covered a little better, though.
He could have hooked a leg. But the real question is, are you going to be at Battle of the Belts this year, Ritchard?
I'm going to try. I'm supposed to work play-by-play, but I already got a party booked, so it's going to be like 2 places at once. Thank goodness it's in
I got
Cal
a party
City.
booked. I got a party booked for after Battle of the Belts when I'm torching and burning the tapes of Windy City. I'm going to burn that library, Richard T. Sid.
Oh, man, you're killing me.
I'm going to be there.
You're killing me. Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. Because I'll probably get there later than you, but I hopefully I can call your dastardly machinations as you
Just give me some
bring them
dates.
forward.
I'll look through the smoldering pile and pull those out for you. You can have some of those tapes.
Oh, gee, yeah. I want this one with me on it,
Yeah,
Billy.
sure, right.
Yeah. Remember when RVD broke my nose? Yeah. Can we save that one for posterity,
Did
please?
he break your nose?
Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah. That's my claim to fame in wrestling history. Yeah, at the Hammond Civic Center. RVD. Hey, wait a minute. Surely we digress. Tilts him up. Another back-breaking maneuver. Snaps his back right across. Now, wait a minute. Taking time. Dropping that. Here he goes. Up to the second. No, the top turnbuckle. Wait, has a little trouble getting up there.
High-risk maneuver. Wait a minute. Whoa, boom! Big elbow.
Hits it hard with authority. 1, 2, only a 2, and once again, now he's accosting the crowd. First he was accosting the referee, now he's got a problem with the ref again.
Amazingly, Justin Dredd kicked out of that elbow that was reminiscent of a Randy Savage elbow. That just proves to me that Justin Dredd could kick out of a Randy Savage elbow.
He just might.
He could beat Randy Savage, perhaps.
Wow, that's a big statement, Billy Wack.
Whew.
Not to mention a big headbutt by Mickey McCoy. I think he more sort of kind of felt that one himself. Going back, runs in. Oh, man.
Wow.
What a flying elbow, man. Just tore right into him.
Those weren't Tic Tacs flying out of Justin Dredd's mouth. Those were teeth. Oh!
Ouch! Oh my God, both men knocked down at that one on that exchange. It's been a heck of a match right from the get-go. Nicholas H. picked us another winner.
Did you pick this, or did they send it to you? Checking Nick H's taste. You filmed this.
Wow. Yeah, Dave Hero.
Thank you,
Shout
Dave
out
Hero.
to Dave Hero. Thank you, sir.
Congrats on what you're doing out here at Great Lakes Championship Wrestling.
Blocking those punches and getting some of his own in is Justin Dredd. Whips across McCoy. Knocks him down with that elbow. Looks like he's getting back in this is Justin Dredd. Flying clothesline. Man, oh man. These kids are showing us something right here tonight. Whoa, what a big flying back kick. Down he goes. And look at this. Justin Dredd's trying to capitalize. Snatches up McCoy.
He's a house of fire.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to get this thing done. He's trying to get the job done right here at Great Lakes Championship.
Oh, boom!
Oh, my goodness. Man, oh, man, that more sort of took its toll on the back of Mickey McCoy.
This could be it.
1, 2,
No!
only a 2, kicks out. Unbelievable. I got to give this kid something. He's been in there with a hard-fought match, but you know something? Justin Dredd, I don't know, for whatever reason, the name, I think he's been around a little longer. I don't know. I recognize that name.
I've definitely heard of him. I'm sure we've had him on the show before.
Yeah. Well, here he goes. He's up on the outside. Springboard maneuver. Slingshots up. Misses.
He was ready for it.
Yes, he was. Rolls back up. Misses with the clothesline because he ducked.
McCoy, whoa, behind Justin Dredd. Look at this. Boom!
Man, oh man, that could be it if he gets in there in time.
That could
Where's
be
the
it.
ref? Ref 1,
2.
Only a 2. Man, quicker than a you-know-what. Man, oh man, he got out of there. Unbelievable seesaw matchup thus far. Great crowd in attendance. Great Lakes Championship Wrestling. If you don't know their website, look them up online. Go to ChicagoProWrestling.com and get yourself a link, as it were. And I don't mean sausage, Billy.
I could go for it. I'm hungry.
I am too. I had to, yeah. Oh, we go. I try not to eat before I come to the show. Here we go.
Because you get here and you get so nauseous sometimes that it could just come wurfing up right on the table. Yeah, I know what you mean.
That made everybody nervous.
Not me. I was
No. Nicholas H was a little bit, he was having a problem with him. Heart palpitations.
He turned a little green.
Did he? Yeah, I thought so. Anyhow, that's the way he always looks. Anyhow, big punch, got him up on that turnbuckle. Trying to fight his way out is Mickey McCoy.
Desperate headbutt. And that's going to be the title of my new sitcom on ABC this fall, Desperate Headbutt.
Desperate headbutt?
No, it's great. It's about, I don't know, nothing.
Throwing a headbutt when you got nothing else to throw.
Right.
There you go.
Wait, look at that.
2,
3.
Hey, we got it. Big win for Justin Dredd.
I was plugging Desperate Headbutt, but Justin Dredd gets the win. Unbelievable. It was a good match. It was a very good match.
Thank you for joining us this week right here on our forum.
Is our table
for independent
uneven?
sports. The tables are, no, you're taller than me.
No, but doesn't the table look like it's like this
It
way?
might
No?
be, but you're casting aspersions on Nicholas H. He's my new best friend.
Oh, really?
No.
Having spent
he's all right.
quality time with him in a hotel room.
He's a good egg.
So we haven't been here since
Ben-Hur?
We haven't been her. We haven't been her since before WrestleMania when I thought Hulk Hogan was going to come out. I was completely wrong, but hey, it could have happened. My God, it could have happened. And if it did happen, you would have seen the Band-Aids on my wrists this week. But nevertheless,
wow,
I have officially stopped watching WWE Raw, and I didn't really ever watch SmackDown. I'm tired of it. Triple H getting drafted over to Raw.
Right.
I now have 2 hours free every Monday night.
Wow, you're hurting my feelings.
I'm like, Triple H, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you having like a stranglehold on the era of pro wrestling that I currently live in. Did you see that WWE Encyclopedia book?
Yeah.
And it's got all the stars all over it. It's got like, Austin and this guy and all these stars. And then like almost front and center is Triple H. Triple H, I don't buy you as a number one man. I don't buy you as the leading man in the WWE.
Wow.
It could be, I don't. And I'm sick of you being crammed down our throats. How about that match? Did you see Orton Triple H at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
It's the second year in a row that Shawn Michaels should have been in the main event. Why? Because it's a good match. And that's how you're going to send the people home. When he wrestled Flair, he was like in the middle of the show. Same thing with The Undertaker. A fantastic match. Right. But no, Triple H, with his like manly man storyline of him and Orton and our wives in our houses and blah, blah, blah. And it was like crap. Come on, man. Like, you are going to put yourself in the main at WrestleMania and you're going to like give a half-assed performance.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. And you know what?
Are you going to put this on your demo reel when you send it to WWE? You don't really care, do you?
I don't care.
That's why you're a true journalist.
That's the thing. I don't care. What, am I going to get a job at WWE? What's going to happen? I'm going to be a writer? You hear those horror stories about the writers? They go absolutely crazy because they could probably plan something decent out and then Triple H walks in and goes, oh, I'm going last, or this or that, or however it works. However it works. I can just imagine you're like in the hamster wheel trying to write and coming up with good stuff, and it just gets squashed all the time.
Politics, kind of like Hulk Hogan was accused of doing. Hulk Hogan was famous for doing that back in the day.
Damn it, just stop and like let the natural flow of sports entertainment happen. You know what? I have a theory, and a good friend of mine told me this, and I'm not going to give his name because politics, actually. But the theory was the reason why Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson doesn't want anything to do with WWE anymore.
Why?
Because Triple H.
You're kidding me.
I would even say maybe, I don't know this. I'm not, but I'm saying, think about it. You hit the glass ceiling. You totally hit the glass ceiling. The Rock and Triple H kind of coming up the same time. Rock, very charismatic, very athletic. The Rock, a great all-around performer. Triple H, not as exciting. I don't think he's as good a performer, and he sure as hell cuts the same damn lame promo every week. World Wrestling Entertainment Heavyweight Champion. Oh, God. And your entrance every week, it takes exactly like 2.5 minutes. It's a great time to go put on ESPN or CNN or Bravo even, because I'm sick of watching 2.5 minutes of the whole thing.
And it all culminates in spitting water.
Anyway, yeah. And the moral of the story is, I believe there are probably a lot of decent superstars that are either getting held back or just left altogether. And poor John Cena, I got a feeling McMahon's marching him out there and like, oh, say something about The Rock, or say something about this, or get some heat about that. And The Rock is just sitting back, like, picking him off in the media.
Wow.
And The Rock has, face it, The Rock has no desire to, why would he come back? What would he come back for? There's really nothing to come back for. And what? He's still going to be under Triple H forever. Anybody.
all I can say is I think Triple H is a great heel, and I get a big kick
But he's
out
a
of him.
face now.
Yeah, he kind of is, but when he's a heel, he's a great heel, and he's a great bad guy, and he's the closest thing our era, and maybe I'm a mark, call me what you will, Billy Wack, he's the closest thing that our era has to a Ric Flair.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Ric Flair could cut promos. The only thing Triple H ever does is, back in the day, he would stand around and giggle at what a pilled-up Shawn Michaels was saying, or now he'll stand there and he'll occasionally pull out the hilarious crotch chops that are apparently in vogue again after 12 years. But he'll stand there and he'll just, oh God, he's not entertaining is what I'm saying. You're not entertaining, and you shouldn't be front and center and huge on the cover of the WWE Encyclopedia, which doesn't even have Hulk Hogan on it. And I don't like Hulk Hogan either, but you don't even have Hogan on the cover. Triple H is on the cover of everything, every magazine, every video game, and you just don't do it for me as a performer.
So what I'm getting out of this, Billy Wack, is that you hate Triple H.
I hate you.
Wow.
I don't hate you. You're probably a cool person, but when the cameras come on, it's like, brrr. You probably can be better than you are. And you know what? You know what? You could kick my ass. You made more money in the business than me. Yada yada yada. Whatever. I'm just a jerk in a hat. It doesn't matter. I'm just begging. If you're going to be on TV all the time, if you're going to monopolize the TV time and probably monopolize the future of the WWE, then for the love of God, live up to the expectations that you should have for yourself.
Well, I will say this. I understand what you're saying about Triple H, but nonetheless, I also think Triple H has got a lot to offer, and I think what's cool about Triple H, back in the day, when there was one guy with long blonde hair, and he was the top star, they wouldn't let anybody else have long blonde hair of that look. But yet you still have Edge walking around with long blonde hair. You got Kazarni. You got those two guys that were brothers that were... So I will say this for Triple H. He's allowing other blonde people to walk around and allowing different body types to go different places. And I know I always bury...
He's allowing it to happen, yeah.
I always bury myself because Billy Wack, you've got these well thought through arguments, and I agree with you on. I agree with you on so many levels. And I'm not just playing devil's advocate. But my big thing, my big drawing, what draws me to wrestling is the undercard. I love cool undercard wrestlers, like back in the day, Paul Jones and his Army. But now today, you got Kazarni. What are they doing with Kazarni?
I think he's gone.
Is he gone already? He was cool. I liked Kazarni.
What
about the Boogeyman? I love the Boogeyman. They're burying the Boogeyman. Why do they bury all these gimmick guys I love?
See, but that's exactly what you said. You said you like the undercard or you like the mid-card.
Yeah.
Because the main event stuff is just boring. It's boring. Do you know, seriously, ratings, they talk about ratings and they talk about excitement. And if there are no more guys to bring back, if you can't bring back a Sting right now or you can't bring back an Ultimate Warrior, then take who's an undercard mid guy who's somebody you were just talking about?
Max Moon?
Max Moon.
Back in the day.
If Max Moon came out next Monday, at the beginning of the show, and the show opens up and it's Max Moon, for whatever reason, he's like, Randy Orton, get your ass out here. Oh my God. And suddenly tomorrow the internet is all over Max Moon and people are Googling Max Moon just because you put him in that main event thing and suddenly you've given this guy credit. Try it. Put some mid-card guys up there. Just put anybody up there. I'm sick of these 5-month boring programs. I'm sick of H in the main event. I'm sick of Orton in the main event. I mean, move them around. Have them do other stuff,
Well, that is kind of the idea behind the draft. If I may defend hopefully my future employer, probably never future
more
employer.
Politics.
But if I may, I got to say, politics, but nonetheless, the draft moves things
I want to go back to Raw because it's live and it's better. I helped out SmackDown for a year. I am this business.
That might well be what he says.
I am this business.
Well, but isn't there somebody like that? Hall and Nash? Wasn't there a time when Hall and Nash were playing politics back in WCW?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a time when Hulk Hogan did the same thing?
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be those eras in wrestling. Trouble is, sometimes you get something good born out of it, and maybe that makes it all worthwhile.
And it's always by accident. That's when it happens. It's always by accident. The good stuff comes when somebody gets hurt and somebody subs in on a card, or when Austin looks out and sees a 316 sign and says, Austin 316 just kicked your ass.
Right.
It's always by accident that stuff happens. And
the best stuff happens by accident. You're right.
With the nepotism and the stranglehold on WWE today, we're getting the one. I don't see a future in sight for me watching the program anymore. Honestly, I don't think I even have anything to say really on this show anymore. I'm not even a wrestling fan anymore.
Oh, come on, Billy.
I'm serious.
But I do see something in our future tonight. Chicagoland Pro Wrestling, the Galactic Grappler, taking on Jared Priest. Jared Priest has been here on the show before. He's a big dude. He's an interesting fella, interesting character. Galactic Grappler, from what I understand, Billy Weck, we might have an idea who this guy is if we look real close. I don't want you to know. We might have an idea if we look at this guy real close. But Galactic Grappler, that's the reason I brought up Max Moon. I saw Galactic Grappler, and I thought of Max Moon.
I've seen the Galactic Grappler in action.
Have you?
This is the kind of stuff I am talking about. This, to me, is what pro wrestling is all about. And you're going to see the Galactic Grappler coming right up. This is some fun stuff.
Really?
Wait till you see him. He's great.
Oh, cool.
Grappler. There he is.
He's a luchador? He's got to be from Mexico.
He's from outer space.
Is that where he's from?
He's a Galactic Grappler.
Oh, okay. Well, he's going to probably get himself some hang time here, I'd have to say. Okay, there's Jarrett Priest in there, basically known mostly for PCW.
Yes.
And PCW basically known for P.L. Myers, at least in my estimation.
And P.L. Myers basically known for that Love Boat white suit that he wears in that Gate to Gate book that we're still waiting to hear about coming out.
The Love Boat.
So this is PCW right here.
This is Chicagoland Pro. Once again, Billy Wack, you are the prophet. Yes, it's been over homogenized. All the same guys. Are we going to tear the table down here?
We were a millimeter away from ultimate disaster.
Oh man, here we go. Galactic Grappler locking up with Jarrett Priest. Chicagoland Pro Wrestling. I'm going to say that every time so I don't get them wrong. Because, I kind of got into it with Nicholas H. on the phone today. He's like, PCW, man. No, CPW, man. No, WCP. By the time you get all these names, with these WWs and CPs and who's who, you know what I mean? It gets a little confusing after a while. I'll be the first to admit it.
Who runs Chicagoland Pro Wrestling?
Is that Frank the Tank? No, I think he's Great Lakes.
Where is Nicholas H.?
Nicholas H. is outside choking in Newport. We're running solo here, Billy Wack.
Did he quit? Did he quit?
Yeah, until he got to Vegas.
Really?
Yeah. I shouldn't say that. I'm giving out all his own personal. He's not out of he's not in the room, is he? Well, I can give out all his personal information. I even have a couple credit card numbers. But Nicholas H. is a great time. We had fun. Cauliflower Alley Club, very interesting, and got to see a lot of people from Chicago that we knew, and it was cool. I had fun. But Galactic Grappler trying to get away from the little bit bigger Jarrett Priest, a big dude.
Now, a lot of people don't know this about the Galactic Grappler, and
okay.
I might just be making this up myself, but he trained on Neptune. That's
Wait a minute, is that a website?
No. That's where he's from space.
Oh, literally the planet Neptune.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say. I was going to say Neptune. You were going to say .com.
No. And I believe it's heavier on Neptune. So, like, even lifting a 5-pound weight is the equivalent of lifting like a 300-pound weight.
Oh, so he's superhuman strong.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I like that. Isn't that Saturn on his chest?
That would be Saturn.
Yeah, with the rings. Does Saturn still exist? Didn't one of those planets get phased out? Somebody's telling me. Yeah.
It might have been Pluto.
From when I was a kid, one of the planets is gone now. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I swear. But, that was the Stone Age, so don't even go there. Oh, man, look at a Galactic Grappler. He's having himself an epileptic fit, as it were, trying to get back up. Man, snaps him over, does Priest. Jarrett Priest. That's a big dude. That's a big, shiny dude.
Yeah.
He's got a shiny head. Here he goes. Galactic Grappler trying to get out of this predicament. Got his arm tied all up, does Jarrett Priest. Nicholas H. bringing us some Chicagoland Pro tonight. The Galactic Grappler, right in there, baby. Right in there. Wait, it looks like Galactic Grappler's got control of this now.
It's a nerve hold that he had time to learn, on the trip back, of course.
Right.
Space.
They got one of those posters in the spaceship.
Yeah.
And it's got the pressure points.
Yes.
Like in a karate
Yes.
school, yeah.
So he had nothing but time to,
We have to have Nicholas H. get us one of them pressure point things from behind here.
You should get us something.
We have guests in, loudmouth guests that need their neck pinched or, a Vulcan mind meld or whatever we want to give them.
Speaking of Vulcan mind meld, I'm pretty excited about the new Star Trek.
I had a feeling you would be.
And I'm not a Trekkie.
No?
No.
The Vulcan mind meld. Can you imagine if you had a Vulcan mind meld with Nicholas H.?
Oh my God, I get a nosebleed to die in minutes.
We got to have a little bit of fun here. I haven't chortled like this since the last time we were on this set, Billy Wack. Here we go. Galactic Grappler trying to get back in this thing. It looks like Jarrett Priest is trying to pull something out of his knee pad. I don't know.
Imagine that in like one split-second instant, knowing and experiencing and feeling everything that Nicholas H. has ever done.
Yeah, that would be wild. That'd be a sci-fi moment from heck.
Some of the knowledge you have.
It's all going down the Fox River, fans.
Here he comes.
Here he goes, flies up, gets caught by Jarrett Priest. Oh, I thought you were talking about the match, not Nicholas H. I ain't worried about him. He's a good egg.
Oh, wow. Galactic Grappler. The green Galactic Grappler. Look at him.
Sure enough gets snapped over by the Priestmeister.
See, the thing about the Galactic Grappler, and this is legit, when he comes to the ring, he wears this like actual helmet and this full spacesuit. It's awesome.
Really?
It's absolutely awesome. I wish we would have had the entrance.
We missed the entrance now. Yeah, cool. Yeah, he's quite the goer, and he's in a real predicament now. Looks like his back is hurt.
Yeah, Nick, we get these matches every week. I bet some of these guys might have some exciting and/or dynamic entrances. We need to see some of these entrances sometime. That is, if they're good.
If they're good.
We could always give you a Dice Man Las Vegas entrance.
Yeah, the Dice Man.
Don't respect the Dice Man.
Oh yeah, he's a tough dude. Here we
Did
go.
we have him on the show?
I know, but we haven't talked and we would like to come out on the show.
Good, good. We were walking. Yeah, we were walking down Las Vegas Boulevard not just a week ago. Nice place to party. Had some fun there, let me tell you. Here he goes, Galactic Grappler, slowly trying to hook that leg on Jared Priest. Jared Priest just pushes him off. I think Jared Priest might have been playing some possum or resting.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's resting right now. The Galactic Grappler, yeah, he's hurting him, but I don't think he's giving too much of a problem right now.
Well, I'll tell you, this Galactic Grappler, I really like this guy. He's showing me something. There's just something about him. I just think he's cool. I think he's a good soul, Billy Rack. Have you seen the new Watchmen film?
Oh, yeah.
I finally saw that. Boy, was that cool.
Did you read the book?
No, sir.
Oh,
I don't read comic books, but I do like to go see the movies, and that was a good one.
Oh, well, good. As long as you like the movie.
And I thought I followed it. Yeah, I knew it was Richard M. Nixon and Lee Iacocca.
Right.
Yeah. Some of my friends would be like, huh? Who's that? What? Yeah, here we go. Got that chin lock cinched in from behind. Does the Galactic Grappler. Listen to these fans. Wait, who's that rep? That ain't Trevor Blanchard, is it?
No, but Trevor did have his fanny pack on when he came today.
Well, of course. And he had his bag. He had his gym bag at Cauliflower Alley. He was waiting. He was ready. They let him ref that night. He worked the show.
Yep.
He worked the show, yep. As did a couple of the other guys from POW right in the Kissa.
POW?
Yeah, they worked too.
Guys from POW getting all kinds of work, I hear.
Yeah, good for them. They're nice people. Jimmy Blade's a good guy. But here we go. Look at this. Trying to fight his way back up is Jared Priest. Yeah, there's all kinds of interesting people down in Vegas. Especially the cocktail waitresses. They were very interesting. Good-looking women. They stay tight. They look so good for so long.
They stay tight.
In other words, all the cocktail waitresses, even if they're 40 plus, they got smoking little bodies and they're beautiful. Surely I digress, but man,
Las Vegas is, of course, the sex pit of the world, so I'm sure the hottest of, or even like the, I'm sure the hottest chicks end up there.
Yeah, believe me, they were. Wait a minute.
Boom! Galactic Grappler right in the gonads, and right in the ear!
Jared Priest with an Insaguri. Who'd have thunk it from that big boy?
You can imagine the equilibrium is shot on the Galactic Grappler. Look at the Galactic Grappler being handled like a baby.
Hooks the leg. Doesn't get himself a 3 count, though. Jared Priest, PCW zone, throwing his hat in the ring to Chicagoland Pro. Wait a minute. Galactic up and over. Gets elbowed for his troubles. Prone, lays out on the outside of the ring apron. Bad place to be. That's the hardest part of the mat, let me tell you. Snatching him up from behind. You better watch this.
I thought he was trying to get that mask off. As far as I know, he needs that mask to live.
Is that what it is?
It's a problem with this atmosphere. He can't really handle it. Look at that.
It's a breathing thing. Wait a minute. He's got him set up. This looks like a possible 619 situation here.
What's the ref doing besides holding us up?
Look at him raking the eyes. It's Galactic Grappler, no stranger to punishment. Nice jaw jacking with this. Well, from behind. That was Devin Draven with the cane from behind. Why was Devin Draven making himself known here?
I'll tell you why. 3! Was that it?
A 1, 2, 3. Oh, you got to be kidding
me.
Devin Draven interferes. Why the heck did he have to come out there?
I think I know. I know why.
Why?